Hi, you guys. Unsugar-coated life here. My name is Cara. And first of all, I was not planning on a video today. I knew there would be something coming out really soon, but I wasn't planning on today. So I literally just got inside from being out in a blizzard, and there is so much snow, you guys. It's so cool outside. Like fun. Like it's fun in the snow. Most of my friends are in Mexico right now, and so this blizzard was a little bit of a shocker after seeing all of their pictures on Instagram. But I do have a message, and I'm going to get to the point here. So, like I said, I wasn't planning on sharing anything with you today, but a friend came to me, a really close friend, a love actually, and my love came to me and said, I really want you to set an affirmation for me. I need some interjection, I need some spiritual guidance, and I need your expertise in that. And of course, I love to do that. I love to set intentions. I love to work with people. I love to be a spiritual coach. It is my calling and my passion. But this was a little different today, and I knew for him that I couldn't do that. I knew I couldn't do and interject what he needed because it needs to come and needed to come from within the self and within the spirit of his own self. So if you ever watched my opening video, you know that I focus on three things here, and one is self-love, and one is pouring love over other people, and the last thing is kindness. And really, they're all interwoven, and they all kind of go together. We usually start with self-love, and that's what I want him to do. That's what I want him to do, is to find this peace, this abundance, this interjection or affirmation within his own person, to come from within and pull it out. So that's why I created this video today for any of you out there that are like, I need to tap into that self-love. I need someone to help me with setting an affirmation or an intention, but I don't know who to go to. Or if you haven't worked with me personally before or don't want to, you can do some of this yourself by tapping into your higher self and your own energy. So within your physical body, your physical self houses your spirit and your soul, is what I believe that we're tapping into and allowing the universal energy to penetrate within our own being, our own person. So I'm going to give you my step-by-step on how to set a personal intention. Now, if you're familiar with spiritual coaching or any of this type of affirmations or spells, you might say, well, that's really different. Intentions are very different than affirmations. And yes, they are. And maybe that's a video for another day. But I want to tackle the intention part of this topic. So how to set an intention. If you have the time to do so, follow these steps all the way through. If you need to shorten and pull apart any of it a little bit just because of time constraints, know that you can. This is not an exact recipe. This is just what I practice and what I teach and coach. But if you have any slip of paper around you to set an intention, if you're listening to a great video or you have a thought in your mind or something comes to you and you can just grab something and write down your intention, it's important that you do it then and there while you're thinking of it rather than trying to wait. If you don't quite know what your intention is, but you know where you want to be, if you know what you want to be calling into your life, what you want to be grabbing from the universe and bringing into your existence, then this is probably the process for you. First of all, we start with a cleanse. Number one, cleanse the body. Cleanse the outer body, right? The suit that our soul, that our being, that our person lives in. Nurture and love on this physical body as much as you can every day, but especially before you're setting an intention. The best way to do that, if you have the time or can create or mold the time to do so, is to actually take a nice hot shower, take a loofah, take a scrub, and rid the body of the excess skin. You want to get the physical outer layer off, but you also want to shift your energy, and you'll be shifting your energy by releasing and exfoliating the body. That would be the best way. If you don't quite have that much time, or if you don't have a shower accessible to you, or for whatever reason, then do a dry brushing technique with something that won't hurt you, of course, but that will exfoliate the skin. So again, it can be a loofah, a dry brush, pretty much anything that has a little bit of rough, a little bit of edge, but that will also nurture the body. It'll increase your circulation, it will increase the vibration of your energy, and there'll be just so many physical things and emotional things happening when you exfoliate and cleanse. So number 1, cleanse. Number 2, follow it up with a bath. Again, if you have a bathtub, if you have access to a bath, run a bath. If you are experienced with herbs, if you have any herbs that align with your intention, if you have any salts, even just Epsom salts you can use, go anywhere and grab those, or if you have a special salt that you've made or special oils, use those in your bath and actually soak. This is the time where you're soaking, where you're setting, rather, you're not setting it yet, but you are visualizing the ideas, the feelings, the pictures, the images of what your intention is going to be. You'll cement that later. But you're pulling in that energy. You're learning and knowing, and maybe you go into it thinking, I want abundance, right? I want to set an intention on effortless abundance pouring into my life. That might be it for you. Maybe it's love. Maybe it's self-love. Maybe it's pulling in the love of your life, or looking to find or craft that love relationship that you've always wanted, but you don't know exactly what that looks like. So take your time while you're in your soak, your healing soak, to really absorb, create the pictures in your mind, visualize and see the emotion, and feel what this is going to be like. Once you get out, go to a quiet, safe space. If you have a sacred space, if there's some very, very special place in your home, or if you do write spells or do affirmations or any other type of energy or healing work, go to that space. And if you don't, just pick a place in your house that's really comfortable to you, that feels good. There's no right or wrong when it comes to your space. Create and find that space that is soothing, that you can have some attention. Remove electronical charges, so you don't want a lot of, you don't want the TV going in the background, you don't want anything to disrupt your process as you set this. And then you're going to get out any kind of paper, some kind of paper, right? It might be a journal, it might be whatever. You're going to write out your intention and write it in ink. This is a contract. This is your intention. You own it. It is yours. You created it. You've crafted it. It's from your being. It's from your heart space. Be open to whatever is going to flow, but be very specific. Write out your actual intention, what is happening, what you're calling the universe to pour into your life, what you are ready for, right? Because things come with intentions. If you're calling, let's say, love, if you're calling love into your life, and there's a specific things around that, things, just know that everything will come to you that you're calling into your life, whether that is going to be maybe positive, maybe it's rough for a while, maybe it's going to have some challenges. It doesn't mean that your intention is going to just be always effortless, but calling that into your life in an effortless way will allow these shifts to happen, and be ready for them. Because once you call this in, you need to instantly be ready to receive. You need to receive this intention with your whole heart space, with your whole mind space, and just be ready, because it's going to come in, and it might come in really quick. Okay, so be ready right away for that. Whatever comes with that intention, whatever surrounds it, right? Be ready for that. If you're calling in abundance, be ready to receive that. There is no room for doubt. If you're doubting what you're saying, you need to stop. You need to stop right there, because you're basing this off of your fear or a desire but not a belief. So you need to have that alignment. You need to know that this is yours, it's yours to receive, and then you write it down. And you write what it looks like, and you write what it feels like. And the words don't really matter. Let me create some clarity around that. The words matter a lot, because you're calling specifically in and you're writing specifically how you want this to be. But just know that the words itself, you don't have to say, like, thou art, I mean, it could be like, I fucking want this, right? I fucking want this in my life. Here's what it's going to look like. Here's why I'm ready to receive it. You write that out, okay? Like, it doesn't have to be professional, even though it is a contract, right? It is a contract. You're writing a contract for you and the universal energy, the oneness, and bringing that into your life and your spirit and your house here. So you're writing that out. Write it in pen. You're not going to erase it. It's not going to wash away. This is yours. This is yours, and it's a document, your contract. And then sign it. Sign it with your whole name. Sign it with your energy. Sign it with your being. Just make it purposeful, and know that you know that you know that you know that this is already yours, that you have already received it, and you tuck it away. Maybe you're putting it back in your journal. Maybe you're putting it in a special place in your sacred space, or even just put it in anything. Just put it in something, but tuck it away. Tuck it aside. You don't need to reread it. You don't need to rehash it. You've said it. It's out there. The energy that is there. And now just be ready to bring that back into your life to actually receive it. What I recommend you do now, and why I prefer to do this in the afternoon or the evening, unless you're setting an intention for that specific day in the morning, shut it down by resting, right? Don't over soak it in your thoughts, because that can create the fears. It can create some doubts. It can make you so jazzed about it that you just have this energy that's so chaotic and so crazy. It's better to be able to shut it down, take a rest, either go to bed or do something that is positive in your life, something that brings you joy, but that can clear the mind space a little bit because you've already released it and sent it out, right? So after that, be ready. Be ready to receive. Be open. Have your heart space open, and know that you know that you know that you know that this is yours. Your abundance, your relationship, your love, your job, whatever your intention is, it is yours. You need to prepare for that. It's your responsibility now. The action piece is not going after to find the intention and being chaotic. It's about opening up your life to actually preparing to receive it. Because if you truly do believe in the intention that you set and you put it out there, it does come back to you. And things come back to you threefold. So keep this energy positive. Keep this truth positive. Believe in yourself. Believe in the intention. Believe in the universal energy that's bringing that to you. And I would love to get your comments. I would love for you to connect with me and tell me once you've done this, what has happened in your life? What did you call to your own personal intention that's come back to you? Now, you can put specific time frames around this. There is nothing that is out of your reach when you believe in that energy and you begin to attract that, right? I just want to say I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in, for watching all the way through. And now go set your intention, have a high vibration, and we'll connect here again soon.